Hey guys, I have another sports controversy for you this morning. Apparently, a lot of you NASCAR fans are not very happy with the way yesterday's Talladega race ended. Um, I know that there were a lot of late cautions yesterday, and a lot of them were questionable calls. However, the last one has been able to um, see aggravated a lot of you. People think that they could have just let them race to the finish because the piece of metal that was in the way was only about 20 yards away, and a lot of people are saying, big deal, just let the cars hit it. There's a couple factors to put into play there. Um, sure, the caution was called late. I know they probably should have called it when the cars were sideways and possibly even given them a green-white checker last night or yesterday. Why they didn't call it, I think they felt that when Alex Bowman started spinning, he was already down on the apron and there was really no reason to. Um, until that piece of metal got in the center of the driving line. The number one comment that I've been reading on the Fox channel, on the NASCAR channel, is big deal. Let them hit it. There's one factor that they decided to nullify there, or there's one factor that the people that are saying big deal hit it are kind of forgetting here. Is yes, it was a pretty large piece of metal and they probably could have hit it. However, if they did hit it at 200 plus miles an hour, it probably would have went into the stands and hurt a lot of people. And I think that was the number one factor that NASCAR control basically decided, you know what, throw a caution. Let the race finish under caution. I mean, as much I'm just like I'm a racing fan as much as the rest of you are, and I absolutely love races to the finish. However, this is one of those cases where they had already taken the white flag. I don't really think that they figured that there would be a piece of metal in the center of the track, right on the driving line. And they basically were left with no choice but to call the caution. The other factor is, say the drivers do hit it, there's always that chance that it could go back and hit the other drivers' windshields and potentially hurt the drivers too. And, I love a great finish as much as the rest of you, but the other thing that I really enjoy is ensuring driver as well as fan safety. A lot of people are commenting, big deal, they should have just let him hit it or whatever, but I would much rather have them finish it under caution than have them take another 5 minutes, throw a caution, give them a green white checker. You know, from the looks of it anyways, it probably wouldn't have been a great finish to begin with because it looked like Denny Hamlin was going to win the race anyway. But yeah, letting them hit it probably would have been the worst possible scenario for them. I know a lot of the fans that I've been reading the comments on, they're saying NASCAR's fans are going so down. NASCAR's fan ratings are going so downhill because of stupid shit like this. And that's just not the case. It's basically people just pissed off. But yeah, I personally respect the decision that NASCAR made. I know Talladega is a race where close finishes are very synonymous with it. But in this case, the white flag was already thrown. And They were already halfway around when they threw the caution, so there was really no sense in bunching them back up. Would I have liked to have seen a closer finish? Of course, who the hell wouldn't? But that's just racing. That's the name of the game. I've seen plenty of Formula One races that probably could have finished great had a late safety car not been called, or an IndyCar race where Takuma Sato could have made a smarter move at Indianapolis, and he probably could have passed Dario Franchitti and won. But that's just the name of racing. But to blatantly have disregard for the fans that are there as well as the drivers that are driving there and say, big deal, just let them hit the metal, that's not that's not what a true fan is. A true fan thinks as much about the fan safety as well as the driver's safety instead of a close finish. Putting others' safety in back of your head, all in the name of a good finish. It's not. It's an ignorance. It's blatant ignorance, is what it is. I just don't know what else to say about it. I'm actually disgusted at the fans that would much rather have them hit the piece of metal, put the drivers, put the fans, put all the crew members' lives at risk, all in the name of a great finish.